Hello there, potential electorate. Today is July 7th, Tuesday, around 2 p.m., and we are taking a look at the Rasmussen presidential approval ratings for President Donald Trump and Barack Obama. Specifically, we're going to try to figure out how similar the 2012 re-election campaign and Donald Trump's 2020 re-election campaign are really going to be. And when I say campaign, I guess I mean election, but, we'll just get into this. If we were to take a look at today, where Trump's approval rating is, his approval rating is in a net -10, -15% on average, with his strongly approve hovering around 33% and his strongly disapprove around 44%. I just want to hit the rewind button, take a look at December of 2019 during the impeachment hiatus. These numbers are a little bit better for Trump. His strongly approves up about 4 or 5 points on average, while his strongly disapproves down about 3 or 4 points. A couple of points on average, not even. And his total approve and disapproval are about neck and neck. So that's all. That sounds about right to me. But I want to take a look at when he was first elected really quick, just to show you how much these numbers have changed, even for a Rasmussen poll. He started above water with strongly approve versus a strongly disapprove, and his total approval was close to 60% for much of this until it dropped below 50 after February, and the rest is history. Now, these numbers may look really bad for Trump where they are now. The 30% strongly approve and the 45% strongly disapprove, and the -15 or so in between, and the 15% in between them is not good. That's not a good sign. But compare that to Barack Obama in 2012. That's a different story. In 2012, we can see that around November, Obama was still underwater, approval and disapproval wise, but in July of 2012, his numbers look worse than Donald Trump's. If not about the same, where his strongly approves below Donald Trump's now in the mid-20s, and his strongly disapprove is about where they are now for Donald Trump. Here and here, they're about neck and neck between total approve and disapprove. So what happened? How did Obama win? I don't get it. You look at these numbers and hey, how the hell did this happen? I thought he was a good president. I thought maybe. That's the opinion. But you can see how the numbers really narrow right up, especially come November. They start to go from double digits right slim on down. What happens is his strongly approval rating starts to increase, and the disapproval rating eviscerates after he's reelected. Probably just a bump from the election itself. But what's really notable, I don't know why I'm scrolling. I'm just scrolling around. But as this the week article, a quick read, really quick read, shows you and tells you, wow, another really quick one, I didn't realize. But it effectively points out that Obama was a much more popular candidate than Mitt Romney, and Obama was able to turn out enthusiasm in key demographics and a handful of states that won him the election, while Mitt Romney could barely turn out the Republican base at all. Not barely, but he has struggled. And what that's pointing to come 2020's election is it's going to be the same deal, a matter of turnout. If Trump is able to be a better candidate, a more charismatic, a more anyway, if he's able to turn out more Republicans than Democrats in key states, or if he's able to turn more independents for his side to vote for him in these key states, the rest is history. If Biden starts stumbling in debates, if he has his history gets brought up, like his election history or his misconducts or whatever, it could all be over. We'll have to see and pay close attention to both candidates' approval and disapproval ratings, because an incumbent always has the upper hand. They always do. It doesn't matter if they're very unpopular. They have the cash oftentimes. They have the power to influence, because they're sitting president. They're the sitting duck, not the duck, but you know what I'm saying. And they also get the support of people who don't pay much attention. Now, this is a very high-profile election. There's not going to be so many people who aren't paying attention. Maybe 5% of voters who just don't care. But for the most part, everyone's going to know who everyone is. I think most of the candidates are going to have a high opinion rating. Everyone's going to know who they are. They're going to know who they are, Trump or Biden. The third-party candidates, Hawken or Jorgensen, I'm not really quite sure. People are ready for that yet. I don't think so. I don't think they're going to make a big splash in this election whatsoever, considering the coronavirus. They're not going to be on the debate stage. They're not going to. It's the third-party vote. This election is lost cause. But that's just my quick synopsis on that. One other quick polling tidbit that doesn't look too good for Trump was about the independent vote, which is dropping. His approval rating among independents is dropping. It's dropped to 33% from about 40%. I don't know. This is a Gallup poll. I'm not exactly sure what the margin of error is, but I'd assume 3 to 5%. So it's. Oh, and of course, as we are growing more partisan as a nation, the turnout is going to be even more important. Because if, for instance, people aren't splitting their tickets and voting for a Republican and a Democrat on the same day, they're more or less likely to be voting for only one party. They're more or less likely to be voting for their party, not the other party. So partisanship has really become my way or the highway. And if you don't get enough of your people out there to vote for your way, well, I guess you're taking the highway. And then I guess so. That's where we are today. And if if Trump's opinions keep slipping with independent voters and Democratic voters, there's a very little chance of him having enough Republicans turn out for him in certain key demographics. But if Biden is unable to enthuse the rest of the Democratic base, those key states could just go straight to Trump. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you have suggestions or ideas. I always read them. I'm going to go through them. And I hope you enjoyed. Take care, everybody.